Hey guys, what's up? This is Kong. Today is another review. I'm gonna be reviewing about the Hands of Stones. This movie, I did not expect it to be good, to be interesting, to be worthy of probably buying on DVD or Blu-ray. So again, I didn't think it was gonna be great. I thought it was just gonna be, a B-rated movie, maybe a C-rated movie. But I was shocked. I was literally shocked. This movie was great, but it's not all great. I'll get into it. So the story of this movie is basically about this scrappy little kid named Roberto Duran. I believe that's right. And he's a scrappy little kid. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have a real father. He's adopted, and he's living out in the street. I mean, he does have a house, but he's not wealthy. He gotta survive. And this takes place in Panama in the early 70s and 80s. So as a young kid, all he knew was about hustling, about fighting, about how to knock people out. And, he was hungry. And that was the story of the movie, but he was always hungry for a fight, always hungry to prove someone wrong, to prove him right, to prove that he can do it. And that was in his characters. So the movie goes on, he started and he got his first fight when he was a little kid, he got in trouble, and his adopted father said, you know what, I can bail you out, but you can't fight. He was like, well, can you train me? Then I won't go back. So his adopted father, train him to fight, and then he gets better and better with time, and he meets this girl, and he try to convince her to to date him, to be with him, and he successfully did it with his charismatic character, his flamboyant, and that was great, to steal a woman's heart, to lure her into your life, so to speak. Then he meet Artie Arcel. I'm sorry if I forgot his name, but it's a trainer from the United States. He comes in, he trains for free, and he's trying to help Mr. Duran, the boxer, to beat Sugar Ray in a world championship match. And he he beat him the first time, and then one of his co-manager signed up for a reach match, and then he like, you know what, I gotta train, I gotta lose weight, and all this stuff that you have to do as a boxer. You gotta train, you gotta take off that weight for you, because they weight you before the fight. So he goes in and he's fighting, the reach match, and then suddenly he just stopped. He just couldn't do it anymore. He's at the age where it get harder and heavier, which each match as you goes on with your life, and he gives it up. And then the people of Panama totally resent him, totally outcast him. And then he finally realized that he needed to come back, redeem himself, and fight a 24-year-old, and he did it. So that's the gist of the story. What did I like about this movie? What did I like? There's a lot of things I like about this movie. First of all, most importantly, the cinematography is superb, yet it still have that indie feeling, but it still have that almost documentary style to it. And I really like that. It doesn't feel like it's a big production movie, a big budget movie. It probably is, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't shows it. It show, this is a very personal story about this man. And secondly, the actor who played the main character, he was believable. He was flamboyant. He was full of ego. He was all of that. He's what I call color. He had the color, he had personality, he had all of that in him that showed that he's really a human. And another thing that I found that I like a lot was that they show that he has grown. from the since he was a little kid, a little scrappy little kid, would do the steal stuff and get in trouble. And he did that, he was kind of like full of himself until his, maybe getting later in life. He finally grew up. And he realized, he can't be fighting anymore. He done it, he did it. Now he just want to settle down with his wife and family. Had a good life. And to me, that showed that, as human, we grow. And that's important. That there's a sign of progress. Especially in movies, because I want to see the character grow and progress, whether for good or for bad. And one thing, what I like about this character is that he realized when he gave up that fight, it was like him giving up. It was like him walk away from his kid, just like his father left him, and he felt like he needed to come back, do it, redeem himself for the people of Panama. And he realized what he had to do to redeem himself, to be the hero of Panama. And to me, it's like, he is a true classic of a hero. He's not perfect, he is flawed, and that's what I appreciated, the flawedness in a person. And another thing I liked about this movie was all the other characters that was involved in his life. His wife, she was believable. His two trainer, his adopted father, and his real professional boxing trainer, and really taught him about how to strategize, how to think, how to get inside a guy's mind, how to be professional. And that I bought that. And I was like, I believe the movie. I believe all the characters, the whole atmosphere, the whole story, everything is about it. So what did not like about this movie was a little bit long, but not so long that I was like, man, when this movie is gonna end. Just long enough for you to see everything that you needed to see. And it did that perfectly. And then another thing I didn't really quite like was Usher playing as Sugar Ray, the boxer, I believe. And I just didn't quite buy him. I didn't quite buy the character. It was just Usher. One, he doesn't look as buff. One, he doesn't look like as cut. He just looked like a skinny guy. He looked fit, but he doesn't look bulky. He doesn't look like a heavy set guy. He's big. I just sort of didn't buy that. I didn't buy his character. He didn't really have any good script to say. I know that he just played a little role in the movie in our main character's life. So it kind of lost me. Maybe they could have picked another person for the role. Someone who look menacing, someone who can look convincing, someone who is that obstacle for our main character to overcome, to fight, to be defeated, and to fight. That's the sort of nemesis I'm looking for in a movie. Is someone who is imposing, someone who got the ego, someone who got the macho. That's what I'm looking for. Here, not so much. It was just like, it's kind of like, they didn't really play around with the character, pick the right actor to play our proponent. So the thing I did not like is very minor, very minor. Again, guys, I did not expect this movie to be a good movie to watch. I thought it was just gonna be another, like The Mechanic, but it proved me wrong. And it's one of those times where I was like, I'm glad I went to see it. I'm glad I paid my money to go see it. And I came out glad I did. And I showed that, that what it showed me was when you work hard for something that you love, something that you're hungry for, and if you work hard enough, you'll get what you want in life. Sometimes there will be downfall, and you just have to pick yourself up, redeem yourself. Redeem yourself is what make you human. So again, this movie, I did not expect it to be a great movie. And it really is a great movie. Whoever wrote it, directed, did a wonderful job. So the rating I would get this movie is an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. I did not expect that. It's good movie to watch. You should go and watch it. It's probably one of the more better boxing movie I've seen over the years. Other than, the Sylvester Stallone series. And even that, I was like, it's not that great. Where this one really shows you, everything, the whole, the process of being, boxer, the process of being inside the ring and everything. Oh, I also forgot, guys. How did I forget this? The sound of the punches is really real. It sounds real, sounds convincing. So again, guys, I'm dragging on, but thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for taking your time to do this and watch me. Please like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, and keep a lock on this channel. Thank you so much. Have a good one.